While some farms and ranches welcome overnight guests to supplement income, others try other approaches to help their bottom line, like some farmers in Rhode Island who've discovered an innovative local approach to selling their products.
It's a setting so picture perfect it could easily be mistaken for a photo on a postcard. As the sun breaks through the day and cows inhale the morning mist, Joe Dutra makes his way over to the parlor to begin his twice-daily milking routine. A third-generation dairy farmer, Joe's been working with these hefty Holsteins since he was a teenager.
I started milking, I think, when I was in the 7th grade, and I'm still here.
Joe may laugh about it, but his slightly sarcastic tone illustrates a reality that he and other Rhode Island dairy farmers have faced for years. In the past 2 decades, they've watched their ranks decline dramatically.
Not that long ago, there were 80 farms in Rhode Island, and since then, we've had the dairy farms. Most of them have gone out of business.
It's a problem faced by agriculture in many areas across the country. An aging farm population, the encroachment of urban development into rural areas, or here in Rhode Island, issues surrounding the price of milk and high land values are forcing producers out of business.
The demand for subdivisions has raised the price of farmland so high and taxes in many of the communities that it's taken a lot of the farmers out.
Faced with an uncertain future, the few remaining dairy farmers decided to band together. Their idea was to create a locally produced homegrown brand of milk. They would call it Rhody Fresh.
There was no doubt in my mind if we could get the product on the shelf, I knew it would sell.
Louis Escobar was so convinced of the milk's potential for success, he put up his farmland as collateral. Joe Dutra, however, was a bit more hesitant about the prospect of a new venture.
They actually asked what farmers were interested, and we raised our hands, and here we are. I did.
Despite his reluctance, the Dutras took out a $125,000 loan to cover startup costs. That, along with additional funding from the state, helped kickstart the launch of Rhody Fresh. As with any new business, there was a lot to learn. For example, how would they collect, transport, process, and distribute their special brand of milk? Fortunately, one of the co-op members ran a milk transportation business, filling in that gap. The next step was to find a processing plant. They chose Guida's Dairy in New Britain, Connecticut. Guida processes close to 160,000 gallons of raw milk a day. It comes in on large tanker trucks 24/7. Since Rhody's milk comes from local farms, their product is stored separately in its own silo. That's, of course, after quality control measures are taken to test the milk. The milk is homogenized, pasteurized, and packaged for distribution. One of the biggest challenges Rhody Fresh had when it first started was getting its product into the stores. They had absolutely no luck with the big supermarket chains, so they began to focus instead on small independent stores, and McQuaid's Marketplace was one of the first to sign up. Other food markets soon jumped on the bandwagon, and before they knew it, larger chains like Stop and Shop came a-calling.
The top people said, well, why didn't you ask us for it? Because we'd love to have you, and we're very interested in it.
The Rhode Island Co-op launched a marketing campaign when they began back in 2004. Posters across the state reminded consumers that these were local dairy farmers at work.
The people of Rhode Island have really given Rhody Fresh some tremendous support.
Jesse Dutra thinks the effort to support area farms is being seen all across the country as consumers place greater emphasis on buying local.
It's added value to the state as a whole by opening up people's eyes to educating people and getting people to realize the importance of local, the importance of farms for their products.
And the work paid off. Within the first 6 months, Rhody Fresh met their 3-year projected goal, and in 2007 they saw a 30% increase in sales.
Nobody's going to get rich on it, but we've turned red ink into black ink.
It's very exciting, to be where we're at, and to be a household name, and to know you have a good product. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo!
The Dutras have seen their gamble pay off, and they hope this success will mean a future and a 4th generation in farming for their 5-year-old son, Joey.
I don't know.
Yeah. We hope so, but that's his choice.
For a farm to survive, it has to be profitable, and Rhody Fresh is hopefully turning the corner on some of these farms.